In this video, we're going to show you the perfect itinerary for Rome. One of the questions we get asked most is, how many days to stay in the city? Most people stay between 3 and 5 days. For a first trip, we recommend at least 4 full days, but 5 days is the ideal time to see the main sites calmly. That's why we've prepared a super complete 5-day itinerary with the best of Rome. We've grouped the sites by area so you don't waste time. If you have less time, you can cut the last day or pack more attractions together, but it will be rushed. So let's get started. When is the best time to visit Rome? In our opinion, the best times are spring, between April and June, and fall, in September and October. The temperatures are mild, perfect for walking, and the city looks beautiful. We strongly recommend avoiding the months of July and August. It's summer, and the heat in Rome is unbearable. Temperatures pass 35 degrees Celsius, and there is no shade in the ruins. Plus, it's the vacation month for Europeans, so the city is packed. So, how will our 5-day itinerary work? The idea is to use Rome as a single base, staying at the same hotel. The secret to Rome is to walk a lot and use the metro for long distances. Do not rent a car. We'll divide the days by area. 1 day for ancient Rome, 1 day for the Vatican, 1 day for the historic center, 1 day for charming neighborhoods like Trastevere, and a bonus day for museums or catacombs. Now, let's get to the day-by-day plan. Day 1. Ancient Rome, the Colosseum, and the Forum. Today is the day to go back in time. Wake up early, take the metro, line B, and get off at the Colosseo station. You'll exit the metro and come face-to-face with the Colosseum. It's breathtaking. It is absolutely essential to buy your ticket online with a time slot, weeks, or even months in advance. The ticket costs about 18 euros and is a combined ticket. It gives you access to the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and Palatine Hill. Spend the entire morning exploring the Colosseum, set aside at least 2 hours inside. For lunch, a very important warning. Flee the tourist trap restaurants right in front of the Colosseum. Walk 10 minutes into the charming Monte neighborhood. There, you'll find more authentic options. For a quick and cheap meal, look for a pizza al taglio, which is pizza by the slice, sold by weight. In the afternoon, use your same ticket to visit the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. These are the ruins of the civic and political center of ancient Rome. It's a long walk with little shade, so bring water. Climb Palatine Hill for the classic view over the Forum. For dinner, we recommend staying in the Monte neighborhood. It's a bohemian area, full of wine bars and restaurants. A great choice is La Carbonara, a traditional restaurant that, as the name suggests, serves one of the best carbonara pastas in the city. A dish costs about 15 euros. Day 2. The Vatican, Basilica, and Sistine Chapel. Today we're visiting another country, the Vatican. Take the metro, line A, and get off at the Ottaviano station. Start the day at the Vatican Museums. This is another ticket you must buy online months in advance. The ticket costs about 20 euros. Reserve the whole morning, at least 3 to 4 hours. The museum is gigantic, with galleries of maps, tapestries, and sculptures. The high point and end of the tour is the Sistine Chapel, painted by Michelangelo. Taking photos is forbidden inside. For lunch, we'll give you the best pizza tip of the trip. Near the museum exit is Pizzeria Bonci. It's a small pizzeria by Chef Gabriele Bonci, considered the king of pizza al taglio. It's a bit more expensive. You'll spend about 15 euros per person, but it's an incredible gastronomic experience. In the afternoon, go back to St. Peter's Square and get in the security line to visit St. Peter's Basilica. Entry to the church is free. Inside, see Michelangelo's Pietà. If you have the energy, pay the 10 euro ticket to climb the dome. The view of the square is unforgettable. For dinner, explore the Prati neighborhood, where the Vatican is. It's a residential area, calmer, and with great restaurants. We recommend Ristorante Cacio e Pepe, a neighborhood classic. Order the dish that gives the restaurant its name. A dinner there costs about 30 euros per person. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. You'll be close to all these tourist spots. In Rome, the best areas for tourists are the historic center, near the Pantheon or Piazza Navona. The advantage is that you will do literally everything on foot. The disadvantage is that hotels are more expensive. Another incredible option is Trastevere. The advantage is the bohemian charm and the best restaurants. The disadvantage is that you'll have to walk more to cross the river every day. A practical and good value option is the Prati neighborhood, near the Vatican. It's a more residential, safe, and organized area with newer hotels. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in this marked area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here, on the QR code on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. There's one that is very cheap and super well located in Prati, and another that's a bit nicer, in the historic center. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper. Travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all attractions, good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account to carry money paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Day 3. The plazas and fountains of the historic center. Today is a walking day. Start at Piazza di Spagna, the Spanish Steps. Take the metro, line A, and get off at the Spagna station. See the famous steps and the Barcaccia, the boat-shaped fountain. From there, walk to the Trevi Fountain. Be prepared for the crowd. It's the most beautiful fountain in the world. Toss a coin over your shoulder to ensure your return to Rome. Continue walking to the Pantheon. This is the best preserved ancient building in Rome, with its famous hole in the ceiling. The entrance, which used to be free, is now paid and costs €5. Buy in advance online to avoid lines. For lunch, near the Pantheon, get a famous sandwich from All'Antico Vinaio, which opened a shop in Rome, or look for Osteria dei Pastini for a fairly priced pasta. In the afternoon, walk to Piazza Navona. It's one of Rome's most beautiful squares, with 3 spectacular fountains. Sit at a cafe and admire Bernini's Fountain of the Four Rivers. Then, head to Campo dei Fiori. During the day, it's a flower and fruit market. For dinner, a super cheap and classic option near Campo dei Fiori is Filetti di Bacala, a place that only sells freshly fried cod fillets. It costs about €6 a piece. For a sit-down dinner, Roscioli Salumeria con Cucina is one of the best restaurants in Rome for carbonara, but it's expensive, and you need a reservation. A dinner there costs over €50 per person. Day 4. Trastevere and Gianicolo Hill. Today we'll explore Rome's most charming neighborhood, Trastevere. Start the morning by crossing the Ponte Sisto. Get lost in the ivy-covered cobblestone streets with no set path. It's the perfect neighborhood for photos. Visit the main square and the Basilica di Santa Maria in Trastevere. With its golden mosaics, entry is free. For lunch, Trastevere is paradise. Trattoria da Enzo Alvintinove is super famous for authentic Roman food, like cacio e pepe. The line is gigantic, so get there before noon. A dish costs about €15. Another famous option is Tonarello, which also has lines but serves delicious pasta in little pans. In the afternoon, climb the Gianicolo Hill, which is above Trastevere. It's a steep walk, but from the top you have an incredible panoramic view of the entire city of Rome. Every day at noon, a cannon fires a blank shot. It's a local tradition. At night, go back to Trastevere. The neighborhood transforms and becomes the center of nightlife. Start with an aperitivo, the Italian happy hour, at the bar Freni e Frizioni. Then, have dinner at one of the dozens of osterias. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the Colosseum, the Vatican museums, and the Pantheon often sell out days before, or have gigantic lines. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site, where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Skip the line tickets for the Colosseum and Roman Forum, timed entry tickets for the Vatican museums and Sistine Chapel, the Pantheon ticket, and guided tours. All at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. Day 5. Borghese Gallery or Appian Way. On your last day, you have 2 incredible options. Option 1, for art lovers. Visit the Galleria Borghese. It's a spectacular museum inside the Villa Borghese Park. Inside are some of Bernini's most perfect sculptures. The ticket costs €15, and you must reserve a specific time slot. You can only stay inside for 2 hours. Option 2, for those who want to get off the beaten path. Explore the Via Appia Antica, the Appian Way. It's the ancient Roman road. The best way to do this is to rent a bicycle, which costs about €15, and ride through the park. Along the way, you can visit the catacombs of St. Calixtus, underground tunnels where the first Christians were buried. The ticket for the catacombs costs €10. After your tour, grab your bags and head to Fiumicino Airport. The easiest way is the Leonardo Express train, which leaves from Termini Station, costs €14, and takes 32 minutes. Now let's talk about transportation, reinforcing it. The best way to get around Rome is on foot, and by metro. You will walk a lot. The metro is great for long distances, like going to the Vatican or the Colosseum. A single ticket costs €1.50. The 72-hour pass costs €18 and can be worth it. Do not rent a car in Rome. The traffic is chaotic, and the ZTL or limited traffic zone fines are very expensive. About travel insurance, essential and mandatory to enter Europe. You need coverage of €30,000. Use the comparator in the link in the description to save money. Quick shopping tips. The main street for popular brands is Via del Corso. For luxury shops, it's Via Gaudi, near the Spanish Steps. The Castel Romano outlet is a 40-minute bus ride from the city. And remember, tax-free on purchases over 70 euros. Validate at Fiumicino Airport. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Subscribe and like the video for more tips. And how much does it cost to eat in Rome? It's cheaper than Milan or Venice. A Big Mac combo costs 11 euros. Water at a restaurant is expensive. Ask for a carafe d'eau, which is free tap water. A budget meal like pizza al taglio is under 15 euros. A mid-range trattoria dinner is 30 to 40 euros per person. And remember the coperto, the table charge of 2 or 3 euros. The tip is not obligatory, but 10% is kind. And what to do at night? The Trastevere neighborhood is the liveliest with hundreds of bars. The Monte neighborhood near the Colosseum is more hipster and full of wine bars. And if you're traveling with children, Rome is great. They'll love the Colosseum and gladiator stories. The Villa Borghese Park is perfect for renting 4-person bikes, and of course pizza and gelato every day. And to combine your trip, Rome is the perfect base. From Termini Station, you are just 90 minutes by high-speed train from Florence to see Tuscany, and you are just 1 hour and 10 minutes from Naples, which is the gateway to Pompeii and the Amalfi Coast. If you liked this detailed Rome itinerary, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave your questions in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great trip.